G'day viewers, welcome to today's Voxel Turf video. Today I'm going to show off a new feature for the new patch 1.6.0, and that new feature is biome maps. So you're used to seeing green maps with green grass absolutely everywhere. It goes into the hills, plains are green. Now you've got three other colours to choose from. You've got desert maps with cacti and oases in the hills. You got snow maps with snow. You got snow and, you know, hills of snow, and it's a snow map. How much more do I need to describe? And you've got mesa maps, which are loosely based on the Aussie outback. You've got big red sandy deserts with oases of sunburnt plants. So let's jump into a desert map and show it off, and let's make it an island map because islands are nice, I guess. So we'll let this thing generate, and I'll take you guys for a little look around. Okay, we're spawned in a desert map, and it looks very similar to what we're used to, but the grass has been replaced by sand. Now if I open the map, you can see, whoa, that's a fair bit of distance. You can see, yeah, most of the grass blocks have been replaced with sand, with the exception of grass blocks in buildings. So what biome maps do is they, as I said, replace grass blocks with blocks of a different kind in urban areas. So if I head over to this house ever so slowly, you'll see that the grass here is replaced by yellow grass. And we've got sand here just so it's consistent with the outside of the city. So if I teleport to the transition between the city and the edge of the city where the empty plains are, you can see, there's a nice cactus, more on this later. You can see that the sand just transitions smoothly into the roads, and then we've got, you know, some empty vacant area that you can build on. So what else is new about desert maps? You've got cactuses. So I've added some new blocks to the game. I've added cactus blocks, and I've added yellow tall grass. Yellow tall grass doesn't appear in desert maps, but it appears in mesa maps. So cactus, you can rotate it, make it spin, and then you can place it. And what else do cactus do? It's not like Minecraft cactus. You can safely hug this cactus and it won't hurt you. If I get a rocket launcher out, let's go give inf quad rocket launcher. Boom. If I give it just a little blowing up, it goes flying. Now something I changed in this patch is I made explosions more explosion-y. So before, when you destroyed blocks of an explosion, it just kind of, you know, fall into the crater like these blocks here are doing. But that was due to a bug, and that was due to cactus disappeared. I was going to show off something. Anyways, basically, yeah, things will just fall into its own crater. But now I've fixed a bug that was causing that. It was due to a frame rate dependent issue, and I made it instead being time based instead of frame based, and therefore these block puddles actually get the kick from the explosion that they're supposed to. Now something else I did with explosions is I made it so that an explosion will reset the kick time of a particle. So if I get this cactus flying, this cactus is now a particle, and I can just keep kicking it along the map with rockets, and it won't despawn as long as I'm doing this. So if you like abusing cacti, this is a patch for you. Now let's get this really flying. Damn it! Now where's that cactus gone? Where is it gone? It's still alive, it's still alive. No, 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 no. Too slow. Right, I'm gonna send a cactus flying just to show it flying. Right? Look at it go. Oh, that never gets old. Yeah, that's what I think of you, police. Okay. I can spend all day doing this. Instead, I should be showing off what's new in the patch. So let's use a little cheat to get rid of the police. Now, if you go to the edge of the water here, you'll see some you see some trees spawning here. These are palm trees, or at least I like to think they're palm trees. And Next to water lots, you may see the occasional foliage spawning on the coast, and this happens on desert maps and mesa maps too. So if I teleport to the hills, you'll be able to see some oases. Let's TP there. Just let the chunks load. That's pretty loaded. So yeah, this is what hill lots look like. You've got hilly areas which are covered in sand and cacti which like to fly. And I should put God mode on. Yeah, if I'm going to be causing lots of explosions, I should have God mode on so I don't die. And in the low areas of desert hills, you get these trees spawning and water. I have to go a bit lower to get some water. Here's a lake here. I just want to show off the trees by the lake. So yeah, this is what it looks like. You got your lake, you got your coastal area where you got some yellow grass, and you got these trees. So what else has been going on? Repairing lots. So I've had quite a few people request an ability to repair lots in a macro builder. That's why I've added this button here, if you can see it after I've blown it up in post. So let's teleport to the middle of the city. And let's give ourselves some money and some reputation. And let's buy some stuff. So let's go here. I need to make a base. Oh, I'm such a noob at my own game. Okay, let's buy some stuff. Yep, let's buy this block. And let's racketeer some stuff. And yep. And let's go flying actually. So you can see the damage from the top. I'm going to damage these buildings. There we go. That's a lot of damage. Let's damage this building here. And let's damage the top of this building here too. So what I've got here is I'm racketeering this building, which means I can repair it. I own these buildings, which means I can repair it. But I don't own this building, so I can't repair it. So this repair tool works by the same rules as just clicking the lot individually and hitting the repair button. So this thing will repair these buildings here. Boom, and they're repaired. But it won't repair this because I don't own it, I don't racketeer it. I do racketeer this building, which means I can repair it. And it's repaired. So yeah, that's the thing that a lot of people have been requesting, and now it's in the game, so you guys can enjoy it. Just pop down and hit F3. If you look in the bottom corner, let's get the mouse free. You can see here, it's now got a frame time analyzer. If you're making a game yourself and you're watching my videos for whatever reason, you should definitely have this in your game. Because then you can easily see what's happening here, you can identify lag spikes instead of trying to do it, sleuth it out holistically or something. And this is also useful for you guys if you want to, if you're trying to figure out what's the best settings for your, what the best graphic settings are for your computer specifically. So now we're here on a snow map, which is very white. Instead of everything being green or sand, it's now white snow. So yeah, it's just a bit of visual variety I've added to the game. Let's teleport to the hills and I'll discuss some more work I've done in the hills. Whoop. Here we are, let's bring that little graph back on. I like that little graph. Yeah, here we are. So we've got different kinds of hills. Different kinds of trees in the hills now. We've got pine trees. Well, I like to believe these are pine trees. I'm not sure how convinced you guys are. But yeah, the pine trees are in the hills, and there's two kinds of pine trees. There's a big pine tree, which spawns 90% of the time, and we've got little pine trees, which are here, this little cute one here, which spawn 10% of the time. And what else? Let's fly up. I've changed the hill generation algorithm a little bit so that if hills hit the height limit, they don't chop the top of trees off like they did before. So I'll give you an example of what the bug looks like. Let's go find a small tree I can cut down. There's a small tree. Oh, here we are. So basically, if you had too high a hill, you have the tops of trees being cut off, and it looks like this. It looks like this without the particles. Come on, despawn, despawn, despawn. Come on, go away, go away, go away. Thank you. The tops of the hills used to look like this because the hills are reaching the height limit. The trees are spawning there and they're being chopped off by the top of the map. Because the map, when it's being generated, has a height limit of 30. You can You can see that when you build a tall building in game, but like Spring Generator, it has a small height limit. So what I've done is I made it so that when the height of a hill reaches 26 blocks, it bounces off of that in order to make a valley instead of a very tall hill. And that makes the hills a bit more hillier. They go up and down a bit more, and it prevents the tops of hills from being chopped off. So, yeah, this is what hills look like. I bet you guys are wondering about mixed biome maps. Currently, it's only one biome per map, and the reason why that is because, one, I have tried mixing biomes in a map, and I got something that kind of works, but the problem is that you get small patchy biomes. So let's say you have this area here, you might have all this area in green, which is hills, being temperate biome, and then you might have like a desert, which is like this big, next to a bit of desert, which is this big here. And I don't like it. I don't like having small bits of random crap in a map. I like having, let's say this area all being snowy, and this area here all being temperate, and this bit here being all being desert. I think that'll be a lot better. So that's probably going to be future work for a later patch. Maybe. It's something that's going to be needed for Turf 2 anyway. It's going to be something that I need to figure out. So let's head down to the sea. So you guys can see the snowy beach. You know, it's just a regular beach but with snow and still sand. I think I'm heading in the right direction. No. I haven't got much water on this map. Let's teleport over here. Yeah, you can see there's more stuff that's being loaded to get some lag spikes. And also I'm recording this, so recording also causes a bit of a performance degradation. But yeah, here's what the beach looks like. We've got so many small trees and big trees spawning here. Also in temperate maps, which is the default, you now get these trees spawning sometimes. Just to make the map look a little bit more interesting. So yeah, let's head over to the Mesa Biome. So here we are in the Mesa. It's like a desert, but with no cacti and red sand. It's loosely based off of the kind of deserts you get in outback Australia, except deserts in outback Australia typically have some sort of scrub everywhere, but you don't have cacti. So if you go to the hills here, we've got the same sort of hills that you get in the desert, but we get oases with well, lakes of course, with yellow sand and yellow trees. I mean, suppose this is a yellow colour, it might be orange, green, reddy. I don't know what to describe this colour as, but I reckon it looks good. So yeah, this is the desert. This is where you get... How rude of them to interrupt me. Do you get your dungeons here? Yeah, this is what the desert looks like. So let's move on to some mission changes. Missions now tell you the position of the first waypoint, if applicable. So this mission tells you to go to the Anarchist, and it tells you the coordinates and how far away you are from them. So if you're playing on a very big map, you're playing on, say, like a 20 kilometer by 20 kilometer map for whatever reason, and you've got a mission coming out, you can tell which missions involve you going halfway across the map. Here we go. So this new mission will spawn if you have greater than 10 reputation, so 10.01 for example, and $100,000 in cash. And it says investors demand an airfield. So if you have a map which doesn't have an airfield, there's a mission to build one. So let me smack down a base. Let's actually teleport to that base. Got a lovely flag here. And let's give myself an extra $100,000. So let's go, give us $200,000 just to be safe. And let's go commerce, scroll down to airfield. And knock it down. And actually extend the road a bit. Yep, now it's happy. And I'll pass the mission. And basically it lets you build an airfield for free, because you can build the airfield for $200,000. You get $100,000 as a reward. So after you built the airfield, you can sell it and get your money back. And the idea is like this mission gives you an easy way to spawn an airfield, a civilian airfield. So you got a spawn point for planes. Because before it was, you know, the airfield is a tough building to make an economic profit out of because it's got a large population base. You need about 3,000 people in order to get maximum profit from it. So oftentimes it isn't economically sensible to build an airfield, but you want an airfield because they're, you know, they spawn planes and planes are fun to play with. So yeah, you guys now got an easy way to get airfields. Of course, you could always steal an airfield from the bandits as bandit airfields. Yeah. So let's jump back to the main menu because I've got something else to show you. If you go to the installed mods thing, you now have a master switch to enable or disable all mods. So if I press this, hang on, it's loading the previews. I can hit this and I can turn all my mods on and I can turn them all off, or I can just turn on and off the lot packs. So if you like want to do some stuff in vanilla, or you want to join a multiplayer server and you're worried about some mods you have installed which may change your checksum, you can hit this button and not break your modded configuration. And this will override the setting here, so I can turn things on and off, but if this toggle is enabled, the disable all mods toggle is enabled, then it'll be disabled regardless, and I can strip it away just by clicking that button again. So finally, we're here in the temperate map, and I'll show you some of the new blocks I've added. There's sand with this stuff, and there's snow, which could be useful if you want to build an igloo or something. So yeah, just quickly build an igloo. These blocks can be transformed to different shapes like most other blocks. So, hang on, just want to finish my igloo. I'm out of sand. Okay, I'm out of snow. Okay, the rest. It's not the best looking igloo, but it's mine, so it's good. So it's mine and I'm proud of it. The blocks have got different shapes. You can transform them like so, like most other blocks. I fixed the bug where if you hold V and you try to place the slope block down, it would sometimes try to place this block and then it would fail when you actually click the button. So some of the long-standing bugs have been fixed. And finally, I just want to give you like a little view of what temperate maps look like now. We've got some pine trees here. So these have got like a 10% chance to spawn, and you've got the baby pine trees as well, which have got a 1% chance to spawn in temperate maps. So yeah, that's this patch. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I can catch you next time. G'day viewers, just a little amendum. Since filming all that stuff and editing it, I've added more stuff to the game. So if you go here and you go into road, you'll see a bunch of new lots. You get higher roads and higher roads of underpasses and higher roads of traffic lights. So you can use these to, oh damn it, I need to do that thing again. So you can, you know, build stuff like this. You know, and have cars spawn on it. So that's just a little extra thing I added to the game. There's also corner pieces, so you can make them turn. It responds to right click, so you can make, look and go around here. You can make cars do all kinds of weird pathings. And I've also included ramps, canal pieces, and traffic light intersection pieces. So yeah, you can now make 2-level roads. Have fun with that, guys.